Welcome to Mind Matters, where we explore practical ways to improve emotional resilience and mental health. Today, we're diving into an essential skill called distress tolerance, a key part of handling life's toughest moments. We've all been there. Moments when things go wrong, when emotions run high, and when we feel like we're about to lose control. These situations can be overwhelming, and our natural response is often to do whatever we can to escape the emotional discomfort. But if we're not careful, our reactions can make things worse, leading to more stress, regret, or harm to ourselves and others. In this video, we'll explore what distress tolerance is, why it's important, and practical techniques that can help you navigate difficult situations without making them worse. Let's get started. Let's start by understanding what distress tolerance actually means. Simply put, it's the ability to endure emotional pain and stress without resorting to harmful or impulsive behaviors. It's about managing intense emotions, whether it's frustration, anger, sadness, or anxiety, without acting in ways that you might regret later. For example, think about a time when you were feeling overwhelmed, maybe at work, in a relationship, or facing a personal crisis. In those moments, you might have felt the urge to lash out, withdraw, or engage in unhealthy habits. These reactions might offer temporary relief, but they often make things worse in the long run. Distress tolerance isn't about avoiding emotions or pretending everything is okay. It's about learning to stay with your discomfort, knowing that it will pass, and using healthy coping strategies to get through it without escalating the situation. So, why is distress tolerance so important? Without it, we're more likely to react impulsively to intense emotions, and these reactions can lead to negative consequences. For instance, if you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, you might snap at a loved one, say something hurtful, or make rash decisions you'll regret later. In other cases, some people might turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms like binge eating, substance use, or self isolation to escape their emotional pain. These reactions can provide short term relief, but they usually make things worse. Instead of resolving the issue, they create new problems, like damaged relationships, increased anxiety, or deeper feelings of guilt or shame. Distress tolerance teaches you how to pause and choose a different path. Rather than reacting impulsively, you can find ways to calm yourself and approach the situation with more clarity and control. Now, let's talk about the 4 core skills of distress tolerance. These skills are based on dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, and they provide a framework for managing difficult emotions without making things worse. Here they are. 1. Distraction. Distraction is all about giving yourself a temporary break from the emotional intensity. It doesn't mean avoiding your problems forever, but taking a step back to allow yourself time to cool down. Engaging in activities like exercise, creative hobbies, or even talking to a friend about something unrelated can help shift your focus and reduce emotional overwhelm. 2. Self-soothing. Self-soothing focuses on calming yourself by using your 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. When you engage your senses in a soothing way, it helps bring your body and mind back to a state of balance. This could mean listening to calming music, lighting a scented candle, or wrapping yourself in a soft blanket. 3. Improving the moment. When you're in the middle of a distressing situation, it's easy to get trapped in negative thinking. Improving the moment is about finding small ways to make the present more bearable, even if you can't change the situation itself. You can do this by practicing mindfulness, using visualization to imagine yourself in a peaceful place, or repeating positive affirmations to remind yourself that this feeling will pass. 4. Radical acceptance. Radical acceptance is the ability to accept a situation fully without trying to fight it. This doesn't mean you approve of or like what's happening, but that you acknowledge reality as it is, rather than resisting it. This acceptance allows you to stop wasting energy on wishing things were different and instead focus on how to cope with the present moment. These 4 skills: distraction, self-soothing, improving the moment, and radical acceptance are key tools you can use when you're feeling overwhelmed. They won't solve your problems instantly, but they will help you stay grounded and make better choices when emotions are running high. Now let's dive deeper into the first skill, distraction. Distraction helps you create a mental and emotional break from the stress you're facing. Here are a few practical strategies to distract yourself when emotions feel overwhelming. 1. Engage in a physical activity. Exercise can be a powerful way to distract yourself and release built up energy. Whether it's going for a walk, stretching, or dancing, moving your body helps take your mind off the emotional intensity. 2. Do something creative. Creativity is a great way to channel your emotions into something constructive. Whether it's drawing, painting, or even writing, creative activities engage your brain in a way that can provide relief from distress. 3. Call or text a friend. Sometimes a simple conversation can shift your focus and lighten your mood. You don't have to talk about the problem at hand. Just having a friendly chat about something positive can help break the emotional cycle. Number 4. Solve a puzzle or play a game. Engaging your mind with a task like solving a puzzle, playing a game, or even watching a movie can distract you long enough to let your emotions settle. The key is to find an activity that holds your attention and shifts your focus away from the distress. Remember, distraction is not about avoiding your problems. It's about giving yourself the time and space to cool down so you can approach the situation with more clarity. Next, let's look at self-soothing, which is all about calming your mind and body through sensory experiences. When your emotions are intense, focusing on your senses can bring you back to the present moment and create a sense of comfort. Here are some examples of how to soothe yourself using your senses. 1. Sight. Look at something calming, like a beautiful landscape, a piece of art, or even your favorite color. Surround yourself with images that bring you peace. 2. Sound. Listen to calming music, nature sounds, or white noise. Some people find that playing an instrument or singing along to their favorite songs can also be soothing. 3. Touch. Find something comforting to touch. This could be a soft blanket, a warm cup of tea, or holding an object that brings you comfort, like a stuffed animal or a smooth stone. 4. Taste. Savoring a small treat like chocolate, tea, or fruit can ground you in the present moment. Focus on the texture, flavor, and experience of eating or drinking something comforting. 5. Smell. Engage your sense of smell by lighting a candle, using essential oils, or enjoying the scent of your favorite food. Aromas can have a powerful impact on your mood and help reduce stress. By focusing on your senses, you can bring yourself back to the present moment and soothe your emotions, helping you feel more in control. Now let's explore radical acceptance, one of the most challenging but transformative skills in distress tolerance. Radical acceptance is about accepting reality as it is, without trying to fight or change it. When we face a painful or unfair situation, our natural response is often to resist it. We think, this shouldn't be happening, or I can't handle this. But resisting reality only adds to our suffering. Radical acceptance allows you to acknowledge what's happening without judgment. It doesn't mean you approve of the situation or that you're giving up. It simply means you're choosing to stop fighting against what you can't control. Here's how you can practice radical acceptance. 1. Acknowledge reality. Start by acknowledging the facts of the situation. Rather than thinking about how things should be, focus on how they actually are. For example, instead of saying, this is unfair, you might say, this is what's happening right now, and I can't change it in this moment. 2. Let go of the need for control. Radical acceptance is about letting go of the desire to control everything. Accept that some things are out of your hands, and that's okay. By doing this, you free up mental energy to focus on what you can control. 3. Remind yourself that acceptance doesn't mean approval. It's important to remember that acceptance isn't the same as approval. You don't have to like what's happening, but accepting it allows you to deal with the situation more effectively. By practicing radical acceptance, you can reduce the emotional intensity of distressing situations and focus on finding a constructive way forward. Finally, let's talk about reflection after a crisis. Once you've navigated a difficult situation, it's important to take time to reflect on what happened and what you learned. This reflection helps you grow emotionally and prepares you for future challenges. Here are some questions to guide your reflection. 1. What went well? Think about what strategies helped you manage the situation. Did distraction work for you? Did self soothing help calm you down? Identifying what worked will give you confidence in your ability to handle future crises. 2. What could have been better? Were there moments when your emotions got the better of you? It's okay if things didn't go perfectly. This is a chance to learn and improve. 3. What did you learn about yourself? Every crisis teaches us something about our emotional triggers and coping mechanisms. Use this knowledge to strengthen your distress tolerance for next time. Distress tolerance is a skill that can help you navigate life's toughest moments without making things worse. By practicing strategies like distraction, self-soothing, improving the moment, and radical acceptance, you can learn to manage your emotions with resilience. Remember, distress is a part of life, but how you respond is what truly matters. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you found this video helpful. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.